Okay, just a quick word on where it leaves the title race then, on Arsenal's position in the title race, because obviously Man City lost again. Big defeat against Tottenham, obviously Arsenal's rival, so I'm sure you would have rather seen anyone but Tottenham pick up that win, but still a big win for Arsenal and a big defeat for Man City. You've mentioned before to me that in this title race, you look at the gap to Man City first and foremost before the gap to Liverpool. Is that still the case? That gap to Man City is now 1 point. There in poor form, was Liverpool got another win against Southampton, by no means at their best, but that gap is still 9 points. Is it still the case that you're looking at City because you know what they can do, or are you sort of looking at Liverpool now and they're your main challengers for the title? If you're going to win the title, you need to beat Liverpool to the title first and foremost.
I think I've certainly paid a little bit more attention to the gap to Liverpool now. It is big, and it would have been a huge bonus for Arsenal if Liverpool had dropped points at Southampton, because no one would have predicted it. Going into the weekend, it was just, you saw who Liverpool were playing. It was like, that's guaranteed 3 points. So if they'd have dropped points there, it would have been a massive, massive bonus for Arsenal. It wasn't to be. It was close. Southampton certainly did their best to gift wrap Liverpool a bit of an early Christmas present with some of those goals. I still do look at Man City as, my eyes are immediately drawn to the gap to Man City, and the fact Arsenal are only 1 point behind them now, it makes you feel pretty positive. But you've got to take Liverpool very, very seriously. They're a winning machine at the moment. They're just getting the job done. I think the fact that they didn't play that well against Southampton at the weekend, but they still managed to find a win. I know it's cliche, but that's what the good sides do, doesn't it? It's what title winning sides do. They win when they don't play well, and they didn't play well, and they got themselves over the line. So you can look at it that hand, or you could look at it this hand and say, well, they got very, very lucky with some of the goals they were given. Is that luck going to run out at some point? I mean, it's a huge game this weekend, isn't it? It's absolutely massive at Anfield. I mean, Liverpool have got a chance, really, to all but put City out the title race this weekend. I think if Liverpool win, go 11 points clear of City, with the problems City have and how easy they seem to be to play against at the moment, without Rodri, without Kovacic, it's tough to see City coming back from that. Even this great Man City that we're talking about, it's tough to see them coming back from that. So I think City, it's a must-win game at the weekend for them. They have to go to Anfield. They really want to put themselves back in the title race. They've got to go to Anfield, show what they're all about, and win. But I can't see them doing it. I can't. I look at that Spurs game and how. I mean, Spurs were clinical, and we know that Spurs have got a bit of a sort of hoodoo sign over Manchester City. They always perform well against them and cause them problems on the counter-attack. But it was so easy for Spurs. After that first 10 minutes, they just cut through them at will. It could have been more than 4. And just even the last goal, how easily Werner got past Walker. You just don't see that with Manchester City. And it's happening all over the pitch at the moment. Physically, they just don't look how they used to look. They look, you can run past them. You can get at them really, really easily. You're not constantly penned in your final third anymore against this City side. And so it's just tough to see them going to Anfield and winning at the moment. You can't rule it out because it's City, but it's a difficult one. So Liverpool firmly in command of this title race. It is theirs to lose, even at this early stage of the season. Interesting what Mo Salah had to say after the game against Southampton, whether that rocks the boat a little bit ahead of such a big week. I'm not sure the timing of that was the best from Mo Salah, but clearly he had some sort of strategic it was a strategic decision to say what he did have to say. Whether that impacts Liverpool and the other contracts negotiations going on, so it impacts Liverpool as the season goes on, we shall see. Arsenal will hope it will. But it's Liverpool's title to lose now, even at this early stage of the season.